Hello, Dynamics family. It's Mariana here. I just wanted to do another vehicle video, and the reason why I'm doing these is because I have some focused time while I am waiting. And I really wanted to do this today because I have had, for whatever reason, the experience of having some fever blisters or sores or whatever they are. I used to have cold sores and fever blisters come out when I was a kid, and they would come out off and on. How did I get that complex of those happening to me? Who knows? But I do, and so I have to pay attention to them because they do help me understand a little bit more about what's going on with my health overall. That's my mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health. And so my body has this way of showing me to pay attention what's going on. Now, again, I've been traveling for 3 weeks and are back home now. So there's lots of things that came up, especially with family time. And I just want you to know that I want to be real with you. This is all about being real. Our dynamic series is all about empower, enrich, and expand. How can you do that if you just can't be real? Like, some of the stories that I most relate to is when people are just telling us about their real life story. Like, I could have got all my makeup on, and well, I don't really wear a lot of makeup, so let me rephrase that. I could have done cover up for this just to do this video, but why? Like, really, why? It's we cover up so much of ourselves, and we try to present this like beautiful face, with perfect makeup and all that stuff, and really, who cares? There's going to be days that I do that, and there's going to be days like today that I'm not. I have a little bit of mascara on, and that's about all I have. And that's okay, because what I want to let you know is that I'm a real person as well, and I have good days and bad days. I have good times and bad times, and it's all okay, because it starts from within. It's a complete journey, and it's the same for you. So think about those times where you just maybe going through something, or you're going through a stage of some kind, and you just go, what now? What now? How did I co-create this? How did I manifest this? And what do I want now? That's always one of the things. There's always a thing of the wanted and the unwanted in everything. And a lot of times your emotions will show you where you're at in that. Your physical body will show you where you are in that. Again, how you feel will show you that. How your thoughts manifest will show you that. There's lots of indications of what is going on. So do whatever it takes to feel good. And in the case where you do have some contrast, like I do, in the physicalness, is that I thank my body for showing me what's going on and getting clearer and clear about the process that I'm going through right now, of why it's happened. And I'm just grateful that it's not staying in my body and that has manifested out. So it's not doing havoc inside somewhere, that is actually going out. Nothing to do with COVID, because I had to have my tests and I was all negative to travel. It's just something that, I think in my case, I will probably have to do an update on this, because I don't really know why they manifested when I was younger. All I do know is that I used to get these when I was younger. Maybe wasn't aware or conscious enough as to what was happening at the time, but I certainly know, and what I've read before, and I believe it's from a Louise Hay, is that like they hurt to touch, like they hurt. And so a lot of times that is about some kind of inner anger that you've had, and or some kind of touchy situation, because when I touch these, they hurt. So something is hurting. Or I've been in situations when I was traveling that hurt and were touchy. So, there's lots of things, but when I figure it out, I'll do another updated, whether it's going to be a vehicle video or just a video in general. So just know, though, that we all go through processes, we all go through experiences, and those too shall pass, because you're always changing your perspective. So just be with that for a minute. Like, what you're going through now, when you look at your overall life, is potentially not going to be lasting or be the exact same. It can't be. Time changes, weather changes, the day changes, so energy is always moving. So try to change your perspective. Try to get to that point where it's like, wow, I manifested this, I co-created this. What now? What do I want instead? And that's the big thing. What would you like instead? Feel that. Think of a time of that. Manifest that, Anyway, so this is me. This is my video back from after my travel time with my beautiful fever blisters, sores, cold sores, whatever you want to call them, but they are still part of me, and I have my choice to love them, and I do. So until we meet again, stay tuned again for an update on this as to what did I figure out along the way. Because every problem and every solution has a different energy. So I think I'm still somewhat in the problem of having these, because they are very tender and they do hurt. And the solution has a different energy. So when I figure out what it was all really about, I'll update you with a new video of some kind. Okay, till we see each other again, make it a dynamic day. Thanks for listening.